One of the most important nuances when recording a video, this is a Yeti Blue, is the first 3 seconds. Whoops. All right, mic is good, lights are on, here we go. How to optimize your sales videos. First, let's discuss what problem that we're trying to solve here. The problem is noise. People get so many messages and watch so many videos that things are mostly boring and untrustworthy. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to optimize your sales videos so you can get the best results and build the best relationships. One of the most important nuances when recording a video is the first 3 seconds of your video. That is your hook opportunity. You need to make that interesting to grab the person's attention. Because fortunately or unfortunately, people make their first impression within a couple of seconds. It happens in the real world and it happens within videos. So take that opportunity when you start your video to grab the person's attention, to get them to know that this is something interesting that they should watch and it's also personalized for them. Let's give you a little bit of a tour of my office space, which I've optimized for recording videos. Sometimes I can record up to dozens of videos every single day in this studio, and as a result, I've optimized it to make the whole process easy and fun. This is why you see a lot of people use whiteboards in their video. What they'll do is they'll take a whiteboard and they'll put a message on it or the person's name. I did that for a while and ultimately I stopped doing it because I felt kind of silly. Yes, it was cool that I could put the person's name on the whiteboard and get their attention early on, but ultimately, this is not really my flavor. This is not really my brand. But we didn't want to do away with that method completely. So what we built on the Dub mobile app is by adding digital text on the screen, it can look a little bit more modern with a phone instead of a whiteboard. Not to mention, we also gave the ability to put an emoji, because who doesn't like emojis? In my opinion, overly produced videos are a thing of the past. The reason why that's the case is because they are so hard to produce and ultimately they lack authenticity. Overly written scripts, overly produced videos, overly manicured subjects reek with lack of authenticity, which ultimately does not allow people to connect with you. People want to see your human side. They want to see what you're like in real life because that's how they can know if they want to work with you. First thing that you might consider doing is to have some lights set up. Now these 2 studio lights that I have here are a little bit overkill, so I'll show some simpler options, but it made it easy. All that I have to do is click one button and I turn the entire studio on. In fact, since I'm such a geek, I automated the process. Alexa, turn the studio off. It works pretty well. Remember, getting people to connect with you on a human level is not an easy thing to do. It takes vulnerability. It shows that you're willing to show your human side, your imperfect side. So if you have a blooper, like if you drop your camera or mess up a line or say something kind of funny, okay, what am I trying to say here? Consider putting that into your video. If you have the ability to edit your video, maybe add it to the end as a short throwaway clip, because when people see that, they'll connect to you. They'll find it humorous and maybe even feel empathy. And those types of connections are exactly what you need in business. Because in real life, none of us are perfect. We're always making little mistakes. Sometimes those are the most humorous and connectable things. So consider that. The next piece of tech that you might consider for your sales videos is a USB mic. This is a Yeti Blue, which has done pretty well for me. My favorite part about it is that it's got multiple settings to optimize for voice if I'm close to it or even a little bit farther away. One of the things that we talk about at Dub is always providing value in your videos. So saying, I'd love to show you what I could do, I'd love to understand your problems, I'd love to do business with you, talks about what your goals are. People will never connect to what you'd love to do. They are trying to figure out what they would love to do, which is to solve their problems, improve their business, and ultimately be happier in life. Your job in your sales videos is to understand what their world looks like, what their problems are, and how you can solve them. If you don't speak at a hyper-personalized level in your sales videos, you're missing out. There is so much technology that you can use to mass send sales videos. In fact, a lot of what we have built at Dub is automation software, ways to send semi-personal videos at scale, both via email and SMS. The problem is this. If you look at your data, you will notice that your conversion rate is dramatically higher when you live at the personalized level. Here's what I mean by video personalization. Instead, imagine if you want to get someone's attention. The way that you can show that you understand their business is to record a screen video, a video that shows their LinkedIn profile, their website, something that's a campaign that they've done, something that is specific to their world. But here's the point. The conversion data that you will see when you personalize your video to that person will be dramatically better. So while you're ramping up your sales videos, focus on personalization, not on mass sending. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't broadcast your emails to large groups. At Dub, we do that on an ongoing basis, but it's second to massive personalized outreach. The next piece of tech that I recommend is a simple phone holder. This device here is a simple way I can put my phone and then place it on any flat surface. My favorite part about this device is that I can set up my phone and put it on top of my desk within seconds. So if I feel inspired or if I'm having a conversation that I want to record, I can put my phone and record within seconds. The one thing I might recommend here is to put your phone in do not disturb mode so that your video doesn't get cut off while you're recording it. Now, on one hand, the more editing you do in your videos, the more time it will take to produce those. But on the flip side, by editing your videos, you can cut for brevity, add production value, add visuals to make your videos more interesting. The key here is storytelling. Starting your conversation on one topic and then going through some sort of an arc to get to another topic, which can be a call to action, it could be a resolve, it could be a solution of some sort. A story can happen within a very short amount of time, even 15 to 30 seconds. Here's a problem, here's a solution, and here's what you can do to address it. What I always recommend people to do is to think about editing while they're recording. Remember, by doing quick cuts and showing certain things on your screen, it takes the place of editing, and best of all, it can be done in real time. I would be remiss to mention a couple things that we have built if you're interested in getting simple tech to do real-time editing. The first is the Dub mobile app, where you can record multiple clips, add emojis, text, and even music, all in real time. It doesn't require that you send something to an editor for future production. You can do it all within one sitting and export a file to Dub or locally to your phone. The second thing that I encourage you to check out is the Dub Chrome extension. One of my favorite features on the Dub Chrome extension is that it has a pause button. And with that pause button, you can speak in clips so that you don't have to say your entire message in one sitting. You can break it into smaller clips so that you have time in between to make sure that your thoughts are concise and that you're not rambling. Here's a simple tip on how to make your videos more comprehensible, more understandable, more engaging. Add closed captionings. Closed captionings allow someone to understand what you're saying. Not to mention, if they can read while hearing you speak, they can understand what you're saying at an entirely different level. The easiest way that we recommend captions is on Dub. Now, full disclosure, we have built an entire caption generation system on the Dub platform. So if you want to upload a screen video, upload a phone video, or a webcam video, and click one button to generate captions, go on over to dub.com and grab a free account. Now let's talk about the format of your sales videos. Here is a model that's worked for me incredibly well. The first thing you want to do is introduce yourself on a personal level so that people can connect to you a little bit. The second thing is to present some sort of a problem that you think that you can solve for your prospect. After that, get into the solution as quickly as possible, followed by social validation. People need to know that other people have validated you. This is sometimes called social proof or social validation. By sharing success stories of other clients, it will allow people to trust you on a whole different level. Most people don't want to be the first person to buy a product or service. They want to be later on in the line after they know it works and that it will get results for their business. After that, present a clear call to action, something that's unintimidating and welcoming and totally focused in value. Like click on the link below to grab a free ebook, or even click the button below to book a time in my calendar. Another thing to think about is how to incorporate your brand into your videos. Incorporating your brand can be really easy, whether it's a t-shirt that you're wearing or a coffee mug with your logo on it, or even something in your frame so that people can know your brand. Apparently this is the one day I don't have anything with our brand logo on it, but normally I do. Having your logo in your frame, in a picture or something on your wall, is a really easy and artful way to do it. Check out this poster that my friend Paige Batcher just sent me. Just dub it. So remember, make your videos as human, as personable, and as valuable as you possibly can. People will appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like more content like this, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you want to boost your sales videos to the next level, go to dub.com and start with a free account. See you at the next video. Bye.